Here are ways I romanticize my life because honestly, if I don't feel like I'm the main character in my own Hallmark movie, please abort the movie. And none of these are necessities, but we only have one life, and in this life I choose to be extra. Personally, I love romanticizing my protein shakes, and instead of drinking them like a normal person with fully functioning brain cells, I like to spice things up and treat my protein shakes like a cute non-alcoholic drink. So I grab a cute glass, rim the sides with honey, and then sprinkles or colored sugar. Depends on the flavor of the protein shake. Throw in some almond milk, protein powder, and creatine for faster muscle recovery. And then boom, look at that. Just look how pretty that is. Doing the damn most is embedded into my DNA, but romanticizing my protein shakes makes reaching my protein intake enjoyable, especially after a good ass workout. Now this one I'm sure you've all heard of before, but I've started getting into the habit of buying myself flowers every 2 weeks, specifically from a florist so they last longer. And aside from how pretty they look in my space, keeping fresh flowers motivates me to keep my apartment spotless because there's just something about having flowers in my home that forces me to clean after myself immediately. A messy space and fresh flowers just looks goofy, and I just love waking up to them every day. The last one for this video is a 2-in-1 combo. I have a whole rack dedicated to my gym sets and PJ sets. When I wake up in the morning with no energy to work out, I throw on a silk robe, and my gym rack is next to my bed. Like, shut the hell up and pick a cute gym set for me so you can kill your workout. I also made it a point to invest into matching PJ sets and cute nightgowns that make me feel like a princess. Personally, I really struggle with being consistent with my night routine, so they're like a little reward to myself after I complete my little 43-step routine. Any way I can attempt to pour love into myself, I will, because I deserve it and you do too. I have so many other things that I do, so let me know if you guys want this to be a series.
Hey ladies, welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that can completely change your healing journey: how to romanticize your life and embrace the beauty of small things. First, what does it mean to romanticize your life? Romanticizing your life is about seeing your everyday moments through a lens of appreciation and beauty. It's really about just creating an atmosphere where even the simplest tasks feel meaningful. This does not mean pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding joy in imperfection and being present with what you have already right now. One thing you can do to romanticize your life is start your day with intention. Start your morning with gratitude, and before you even reach for your phone, take a moment to appreciate the day ahead. You can create rituals like brewing your coffee or tea mindfully, make your bed like you're preparing a cozy sanctuary, and play your favorite playlist to set the mood. Another way is creating a cozy space for yourself. Now, I do this with my office space, like decluttering your space, light a candle, adding personal touches like photos or flowers. Your environment plays a big role in how you feel. Create a space that reflects the peace and love you're cultivating within yourself. Think soft lighting, comforting scents, and meaningful decor. Now, one thing I can say is I get my work done much better when I have a space that I love. And it's usually just a little corner with my desk, my laptop, and my filing cabinet with everything I need inside, because I really don't like clutter. But when you create a space that just feels warm to you, you get much better things done. And it's like you're excited and ready to start working. Especially if you're a content creator or if you work from home, just have a nice setup for yourself. Number 4 on the list of 6 is find joy in everyday activities. Turn the boring moments into magical ones, like when you cook, play music, and dance around your kitchen. When you take a walk, notice the way the sunlight filters through the trees or how the air feels on your skin. And you can even try these. For one day, treat your life like a movie. What soundtrack would you play? How would you act if you were the star of your own story? When you think like this, it really just makes everything easy for you to start romanticizing your life and treating yourself how you're supposed to be treated. Number 5 is practice gratitude daily. Every night, jot down 3 things that brought you joy, big or small. Maybe it's the smell of fresh rain, a kind word from a stranger, or the way your favorite book made you feel. Now, I really do this, and it just opens up my mind to many more new ideas. I always do some type of gratitude journaling, and I write down 3 things every day. Or when I do journal, because I do skip some days journaling, and I got to get better at that. But when you show gratitude for the things that you have, you get so much more. I do have one more tip at the end of this video, so make sure you watch until the end.
Like piggybacking off of that one question I answered in regards to, do I feel like I'm happy, and how they felt like social media tries to show that the more things you have, the happier you are. And I'm going to just base this off of like what people may or may not perceive about my life. I personally don't think that I have a lot of things. However, I noticed that the thing about me is that I naturally romanticize my life. And I think it may come across as possibly come across as I have all these things, I have all these material things, that's what making me happy. But no, it's not the things that makes me happy. It's romanticizing my own life. So for example, my house, right? I love my house. My house is actually not that, but I naturally have a true passion for interior design. Like I just love design. I love aesthetic. I honestly feel like aesthetic is just a part of me. Like if you guys can't tell, even whenever I make myself breakfast, even whenever I'm doing even the simplest things, there's an aesthetic to it. And it's not for social media. It's not for anybody but me. It's like literally me finding ways to romanticize every single part of my life because that makes me happy. So if you're on social media and you're thinking social media makes it seem like when you have all these things, you're happy. No, it's probably people finding ways to romanticize their life, whether big or small. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing because you will be surprised. Like literally how we do the simplest things, such as lighting a candle while you are taking a bath. Even something as simple as choosing to use an actual plate versus a paper plate. Choosing to drink out of a nice glass versus drinking out of a can. Like you will be, I promise you will be so surprised by how even doing these simplest things and like being intentional about those things will really elevate your level of joy and peace throughout the day. Like even just speaking for myself, the level of joy that I get from buying a handbag versus the joy that I get from literally waking up and just being very mindful of how I'm going throughout my everyday life and my routines and all those types of things are vastly different. And the happiness really comes from this side, like the side of being intentional, side of being mindful, the side of really romanticizing every part of my life. So I encourage you guys to try doing that because I promise you, like life will be 10 times better whenever you are trying to find ways to just elevate in even the simplest ways.
I'm a big believer in romanticizing the small things about your life, so these are some things that I do to romanticize mine that you can do as well. I love candles in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I make the bed and I put a couple of candles on, and that's how I get ready in the morning. Do my skincare like that, do my makeup like that, do my hair like that. I think just setting a little vibe for yourself is really important. Another thing that sets a vibe is listening to jazz in the shower. Take that time for yourself. It's so nice to listen to music that's high frequency, that's positive, instead of like loud screaming music, and it will set the vibe for your day. I also find it really feminine to do that. Have your tea and your coffee in a saucer and a teacup. I think that this is so cute. I make my tea in a little teapot, like a little mini teapot for one. Small luxuries or little luxuries are a thing that I just do all the time now. Stuff like instead of getting a cheap hairbrush, get a nice hairbrush. Instead of cotton pillowcases, get silk pillowcases. Instead of a cheap hand cream, get a nice hand cream. Not that much different in price, and you're going to buy the things anyway, so you might as well enjoy the things as you use them. And then it's not just putting hand cream on or brushing your hair. It's, you know, you brush your hair with a nice hairbrush and you feel nice about it, or you put on your lovely luxury hand cream and your hands feel great. There's some things that I do, but please let me know if you have any more.
If you want to live the life that you've always dreamed of, you have to start doing it before it comes. Meaning you have to engage in small activities every single day that begin to romanticize your life, that begin to tell your brain and your cognitive processing that you're already living that lifestyle. So get ready with me while I teach you some small ways that you can do it. So the number one way that I started to romanticize my life was by investing in a really just like exquisite shower routine. Like my shower routine is almost like honoring myself before the day even starts. And I know that sounds corny, but I'm being serious. And let me go get the stuff and show you what I use. Like I do all of this. Okay, the next tip that I have is that you want to regularly frequent. How do people do their makeup and speak is beyond me. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try. I have to regularly frequent expensive places. And I love doing this, particularly if I'm on work trips, or you can do this in the city that you're in. This is budget friendly, it's free. Like you can literally go to, I always go to the most expensive shopping area when I'm traveling. So in LA, in Miami, and I will literally just walk the stores. I'll go into Saint Laurent, they'll pour you some champagne, you touch the clothes, you feel the clothes, you look at the people shopping, and then you walk out with nothing. You want to begin to train your mind of going to expensive and expansive places. So for the girlies who can, go to St. Bart's for New Year's, go to Saint Tropez, go to Cannes, etc. But you can also just be working from like a very nice coffee shop in your area, or just go once again to like the high-end luxury shops and just feel the clothes, see the people, just begin to make that a reality and part of like your day-to-day norm. Your mind will begin to think that these things are regular. You also need to ingest in expansive content, and that can be anything from online, like following very specific creators, or you can also just like have conversations with mentors or sponsors. Like after speaking to some of my mentors or sponsors, my mind has expanded so much because I'm like, I didn't even know that was possible. Like, oh, you're flying to Paris Fashion Week to actually purchase clothes. Like that's incredible. I didn't know these things were possible, particularly from people that actually look like you. Another time where I felt a massive difference in like my self-perception was when I started keeping, like when I moved into a really nice apartment, but regardless of where you live, just keeping your home clean. Like you want to have flowers. So I always purchase flowers, or somebody's son do. Or I get like really nice candles for my home. I always have like beautiful light. Like I always just try to make my home feel expansive, nice blankets with good fabrics. All of that I really invest in. Okay, I give up on the makeup. But you also want to invest in like your person, meaning like your personhood. So every time I leave, I always have like jewelry that never comes off. I also always wear earrings. I invest in like good athleisure, robes, etc. I try and have my hair done as much as I can. My nails, I try and keep them done as much as I can. And also do whatever feels authentic to you. Like that might be it for me, but whatever makes you feel your most confident, try and infuse that or make it like micro so that you can do it every single day. I hope this helps.
And that last tip, as promised, is always celebrate your wins. In your healing journey, it's so important to celebrate yourself, whether it's getting through a tough day or trying something new. Every step forward deserves recognition. You could treat yourself to like a small reward, like a bath, a piece of chocolate, or a cozy movie night. Or an extra glass of wine on a night where you're just super excited and proud of yourself for completing your goals in a manageable time. Just always remember, romanticizing your life is a gift that you give to yourself. It's a way of saying, I deserve beauty, joy, and peace, even in the smallest moments. It doesn't have to be a big graduation or getting married to celebrate yourself. Literally celebrate the small things. You didn't overspend on your budget this week, or you read exactly the number of pages you said you were going to read this week. Literally the smallest things. So if you're ready to embrace this mindset, hit that like button, subscribe for more healing content, and comment below. What's one small thing you romanticize today? Let's inspire each other in the comments, and make sure you get the 30-day glow up journal in the description. Bye.